Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Cluestomp. Today we are going to question Mary Yazzie about why she's been hanging out with Tex, or at least that's what it looked like. Also why she's been riding around the ranch. The last time we questioned her about that, she got a little bit angry at us. Also, we need to ask her if we can use the tuning forks so that we can open this contraption that Dirk left for Francis a long time ago. So let's see what Mary says and if she's still angry at us or not.
Hi, can I help you with something?
Okay, she has forgotten about being angry at us, so...
I noticed some tuning forks over there. Would it be okay if I borrowed them for a while?
Tell you what, if you go out and find me
I
10
knew it.
arrowheads for this display I'm working on, I'll give them to you for free. You can put them in
Nice.
this.
Okay. I have a bunch of arrowheads already.
You got a deal.
There are arrowheads
10 of
all
them,
over
though.
this area. You just have to keep your eyes open. You should be able to find 10 in no time, as long as
Okay.
you don't dig and only collect arrowheads that the rain and wind have uncovered. You won't be breaking any rules.
Okay. Tex told me about, you and him. Wait a minute. But Tex didn't tell Mary, or didn't tell us about Mary. Is this Nancy trying to be a sly detective? Let's see.
Tex told me about, you and him.
He did?
I'd like to hear your side of the story now.
My side's no different from his side. We're in love. What's the big deal?
They're in love.
Right, you're in love. What's the big deal?
Wait a minute. He didn't tell you anything, did he? You tricked me. Oh, you're good. You are good.
So we have a historical romance between Dirk and Francis, and then now we have this modern day romance between Mary and Tex. It's all very cute. I hope it has a much less tragic ending.
Is that what you were doing on the ranch when I saw you? Meeting Tex?
Yes. See, Tex knows the Raleighs and I have been arguing about that property I want to buy. He's afraid if the Raleighs find out about us, they'll think he's collaborating with the enemy and fire him.
Yeah, why is she so
Why are you so
interested?
interested in that property?
There's a whole bunch of petrified wood on it. Tex discovered it. Every so often, he'll bring some pieces in, and I'll use it in my jewelry or try to sell it. Anyway,
Okay.
Tex and I are in love. We tried to keep it a secret, and we blew it. You know, for a city slicker, you got a lot of country smarts.
Mm-hmm. So, do you know anything about the treasure? Okay, so if she answers that she doesn't know about the treasure, I'm inclined to think that maybe all the sneakiness between her and Tex has nothing to do with the Phantom Horse, but I'm still kind of curious about her horse because I feel like that's the only other horse off the ranch that we've seen, and there is a Phantom Horse that supposedly is off the ranch, so...
Do you know anything about the treasure Dirk Valentine supposedly buried somewhere around Shadow Ranch?
I know it's a lot of hogwash.
Oh.
What makes you so sure?
If I had $1 for every lost mine or buried treasure story I've heard in the 30-odd years I've lived here, I'd have 10 horses, 2 cars, and possibly my own helicopter. It's nothing but a tall tale. Trust me.
Okay.
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
So, Shorty wants the land for... Well, he doesn't want the land, but he wants to go hunting on the land for gold and possibly a treasure. Mary Yazzie wants her land to keep her shop going. So, I'm still really suspicious about Shorty. Dave, I think I've cleared, but still kinda... He knows about the treasure. He was looking for it. And then Tex is just in love with Mary Yazzie. It's just a simple love story. Anyway, how many arrowheads? Oh man, we have a lot of arrowheads to find. Okay, I guess we need to go out and find some arrowheads. So we'll start at Cougar Bend, and then we'll make our way back to Dry Creek and see what arrowheads we missed. I thought I had looked around pretty well, but we're gonna have to see. I have a feeling we're getting pretty close to the end of the story here because we've now discovered four endings. Well, not endings, but we've gone pretty deep into 4 characters' storylines. Alright, so let's look around here on the ground for some arrowheads. We've discovered that Shorty is trying to get rich. He's not only looking for the gold, but possibly also looking for the treasure. So there's that. I'm actually going to go up here and see if there are any... oh, I can't get up there. So we've discovered that about Shorty. We have discovered that Dave, via a note from his cousin or aunt, I think it's his great aunt maybe, is also looking for the very treasure that we are looking for, so that makes him a suspect, and that's a storyline we went pretty deep into. Then we've got Tex, whose story is that he's an ornery cowboy who is in love with Mary Yazzie, a local native woman. That looked like an arrowhead right there. I feel like I would have seen more arrowheads by now, right? Let's see if we can... Nope. So... Can we go over here? No, we cannot. So I'm inclined to think that we've actually found all the arrowheads that we can. We already found one up there. Worst case scenario, I can... Let's just to be on the safe side. Let's hop up there again. She's so proud. And see if maybe there's another arrowhead that we missed. Not seeing any here. Not seeing any there. Yep, so I'm thinking we've picked up all the arrowheads here. So let's head back to Dry Creek. Actually, can we stop here? I've never tried. I've never actually clicked on the trail stop. Oh my gosh, this is a new location. I had no idea we could actually go here. So there's another arrowhead for us. Oh, it's
Only
Arrowhead.
3 more to go.
Arrowhead Central, guys. What's this? Here lies Charlie, best mule whatever lived, never kicked me or nothing, rip January 1881. I'm gonna write this down because Charlie's grave, if you'll remember correctly, is mentioned... 1881. Charlie's grave is mentioned in the note. I cannot remember what exactly we were supposed to do, but we're here at Charlie's grave. I'll have to look at that note again. More arrowheads. Let's see. I don't think we're gonna open that up because I think we all know what's in there. How far into this area can we go? Another one?
Heck, why walk when I can ride?
True, but I think this, yes. Okay, sweet. We just need one more, and I'm hoping that if I do my little turn around and look trick, that we'll see things that maybe we couldn't have seen before. I'm not sure where else I'd be missing an arrowhead from, though. Where's the 3-pronged cactus? Because that was... Oh boy, that made me a little dizzy. There's supposed to be a three-armed cactus around here. Okay, well clearly there isn't. Maybe there's an arrowhead this way?
Heck, why walk when
Darn
I
it.
can ride?
Okay, we need one more arrowhead, and I think it's going to be under this thing, and what I'm going to do is we're going to open it. Okay, so there's a trapdoor under there. We're going to load our second chance up again. That was really good information to get, that we know that that's there, and that the arrowhead actually isn't there. So, final place to check for arrowheads is going to be back at Dry Creek. So let's head there and see if we can find the final arrowhead so that we can get the tuning forks, so that we can open the contraption, so that we can attempt to figure out what Dirk is trying to show Francis, which I'm pretty sure is the treasure, but maybe there are some other cute things in there along the way, right? Okay. Eyes open for arrowheads. probably going to be hidden in a little bit of dirt somewhere. Okay, we've looked at that. I guess we don't actually need to go in the graveyard because we already found Charlie's grave. I was just assuming that we had to go in the graveyard to find his grave, but I guess that's not the case. Did I... Maybe there's something in the crackers? We couldn't look in there.
This outline reminds me of something.
Oh, the box? Okay. So that's where that goes, which is really interesting. If I hadn't have just found that, I probably would have been waffling around forever trying to figure out how to interact with that box. What is this trying to show us? I'm sure something's going to happen where we need to look out that window at some point. Yeah, I don't know what I'm missing here. Am I missing something? We already got that arrowhead. We got the arrowhead by the outhouse. Let's just look in the sheriff's one more time. We already looked what was in here, which was that box that we just put up on the counter. Maybe there's gonna end up being like an arrowhead in this cell, but I can't.
It's locked. So much for finding out what Dirk left in the cell for Francis.
Yeah, I can't get in there right now. So... We need one more arrowhead. This is gonna be just like the kindling puzzle. We need to call Charlena Purcell back and ask her about the crackers. So we'll go back to Mary's place and call Charlena. So this is probably going to be one of those low-key episodes where you have to do one very specific thing in order to progress. And I'm hoping it's calling Charlena. We have not called Frank and Joe at all. Frank and Joe, the Hardy Boys. We haven't called home at all. We should probably call the Raleighs at some point and just check in with them. So...
Charlena Purcell's office.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew.
Say no more.
Hello, Nancy. What's the latest?
Talk to you soon.
I'll be waiting.
Okay, so that did nothing. Another thought I had, I don't want to have to open this again. I can't remember what it was. I'm wondering if there's an arrowhead in here, maybe? 4, 9, 11? 2, 3, 4. I think this is the right one. Yeah, okay. Okay, so we have Sheriff's Badge. Okay, so there was not an arrowhead in there. Darn it.
Got those arrowheads yet?
Not quite yet.
So what's up?
It was great talking to you.
Need one
Thanks
more.
for stopping by.
One more arrowhead. You all have probably already seen it and already know where
Got
it.
those
Oops.
arrowheads yet?
Not quite yet.
So what's up?
It was great talking to you.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, you all probably already know where it is. And by the time I see your comments, I probably will have found it, but let's call the Raleighs, see what they have to say.
Hello?
Hi, Aunt Bet. I forgot to ask you before how Uncle Ed was doing.
Well, he definitely has some kind of infection.
I'm fine.
So they've got him on antibiotics. We'll be here at least 2 more days.
Wow. It's a long hospital stay.
I noticed a letter in your roll-top desk from someone
Ooh,
named
Jane Nash info.
Nash.
Oh, yes. She worked for us back in Phoenix when we still owned the clothing store. Unfortunately, she turned out to be totally unreliable and we had to let her go.
Her letter sounded almost threatening.
Oh, she's harmless. Part of her problem was that she was all talk and no show. It was Ed's idea to hire her.
She was a good salesperson. She was just not a very good person.
Has Tex ever said anything to you about her?
About Jane? No, why would he?
I just wondered, that's all.
She had an ex-husband or two, as I recall. Very unstable emotionally.
Then how can you be so sure she won't do something to get back at you?
For the same reason we fired her, dear. She's too lazy.
Okay, so they're completely just throwing Jane Nash out of the whole thing.
Are you aware that there's a secret door behind the bookcase in the den?
No. Oh my, you really are quite the detective. How did you discover that?
Well, actually, it's a long story. What do you know about Dirk Valentine?
Never heard of him. Do you know a Dirk Valentine?
Isn't he that outlaw guy Shorty was carrying on about the night
Shorty.
he got bit?
I just wondered if you'd ever come across anything that belonged to him.
Never. And I'd remember a name like that. Dirk Valentine. Sounds like a character from a Charlena Purcell novel.
No kidding.
As it turns out, I talked to Charlena Purcell recently.
Really? About what?
About Shadow Ranch, actually, and about Dirk Valentine. She's done quite a bit of research on him. He was in love with Frances Humber, you know.
Oh my gosh. You mean Charlena Purcell is going to write a book that takes place on our ranch?
She's still my palpitating heart.
Oh, the
Tell
sarcasm.
her she's welcome to visit Shadow Ranch and do all the research she wants anytime she wants.
Don't I get some say in this?
No.
I'll be in touch.
Say goodbye to Nancy.
Goodbye to Nancy.
Ed is so funny. I wish we could, like, meet Ed in the game. So, now that she said Charlena could stay on the ranch, I'm kind of curious if we tell Charlena if she could stay on the ranch, if we get the crackers.
Charlena Purcell's office.
Crackers
Hi,
info.
this is
I don't know
Nancy
why we
Drew.
need the crackers
Say
info,
no
though,
more.
but...
Hello, Nancy.
Nope.
What's the latest?
Okay.
Talk to you soon.
Look forward to it.
So now the question is there something special I have to do in order to get the final arrowhead? Or do I have to go back to the ranch to reset the series of events? So what's happening is a pretty common thing in adventure games where one little thing that you're looking for is what is keeping you from progressing further. Something else I do really need to do, though, is go back and read the letter that talks about Charlie's grave. I think they were just meeting points. So Charlie's grave was a meeting point. The three-pronged cactus.
Walk when I can ride?
The three-pronged cactus was a meeting point. I'm just trying to look out here for arrowheads the best I can. We've already been in here. We know what happens when we open this. I do not see arrowheads here. So I'm inclined to think that we have gotten all of the arrowheads from this location that we possibly could. We were just at the other places. I don't know. I'm gonna head back to Shadow Ranch and see what happens. There's a chance we need to, like, do something at Shadow Ranch in order for us to find the location of the final arrowhead or something like that. I'm sure if we could get off and walk around any of these areas in the game that we would find a ton of other arrowheads, but, you know, that's besides the point. So, oops. Let's go put our saddle back. Actually, we can talk to Tex about his love for Mary Yazzie, and we'll see what he says.
Need something?
Oh,
Talk to you later.
No hurry.
figured we'd be able to talk to him, maybe, about his fledgling love, or maybe they've been in love for a long time. I'm not sure.
Miss Nancy,
Okay.
how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
So we really are somewhat out of options here. Let's see, can we look at... Wait, did I do this? I haven't done this yet.
Something's missing.
I need a needle. Have we seen a needle anywhere? Not in my inventory. Chicago Mercantile Company, 1881. Okay, I'm really curious what that's about. I had completely forgotten about it. We did this beneath Cappy's keys. Pappy's name, please. We'll need more. Okay, That reminds me of something. Can we look up ranch names? Cliff dwellings, rattlesnake, scorpion, squirrel cactus, Harrison's yellow, common knitting stitches. Oh hey, stockinette stitch, 2 knit, 1 purl. Oh my gosh, this reminds me of knitting and crocheting. Okay, stockinette stitch, garter stitch, single rib, bargello, cable stitch, daisy stitch. This looks kind of like the moss. The daisy stitch looks kind of like this, doesn't it?
The daisy
Oh.
stitch.
Nice! Okay. So wait, that has something to do with this. Where'd it go?
Something's missing.
Darn it. We're figuring things out. I've explored a ghost town, confronted several suspects, encountered a rattlesnake, and baked and frosted a cake. Woo, I think it's time to head back to the ranch and get some well-deserved rest. Mary said if I collect 10 arrowheads for her, she'll let me have the tuning forks that are in her store. How do I get rest, though? Mary knows about Dirk Valentine's treasure. So yeah, that's a question. How do I get rest? How do I rest? Wait, the fire's ready to go again?
Hello, Nancy.
Ah.
Something I can do for you?
It seems that Mary Yazzie
Oh no,
and
Nancy,
Tex
we don't
have
need to
a
gossip.
thing for each other.
Tex and Mary Yazzie?
Oops.
You gotta be kidding me.
They're keeping it hush-hush because
Hush,
Tex is afraid the Raleighs might not approve.
Can't see why the Raleighs would care. Less, of course, they dislike her as much as she seems to dislike them. And even then, I can't see where it'd be any of their business. You got a steady back home?
That depends on why you want to know.
Never mind. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
Oh,
Forget I said
this
anything.
is so cute.
So what else can I do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
See you later.
I love him. He's so curious about Nancy's relationship status. I don't think Facebook or Twitter or any of that was a thing back then, so of course he wouldn't know. Aww. Alright, let's try calling the sheriff again. Because now we've gotten into Cappy's, we can tell him about maybe someone hiding out there.
Hernandez.
Hello, Sheriff. It's Nancy Drew again.
Hello, Nancy. What can I do for you?
Do you go out to the ghost town very much?
Out to Dry Creek? Haven't been there in ages. Why?
I get the feeling someone's hiding out there.
Hiding out? Like a band of desperados or something?
He's so
Or
dramatic.
something, yes.
Well, next time I have some time to kill, I'll drive up there and check things out. How'd that be?
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
Okay, so he'll drive out there. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Let's try Charlena again. At this point, I'm just trying to get it going again. I don't know.
Charlene,
I really think we just need to find the arrowhead,
Hi,
but
this is Nancy Drew.
Say no more.
Hello, Nancy. What's the latest?
Talk to you soon.
That would be great.
let's just call Bess. Get it over with. You usually don't have to call them to push the narrative along, but
Hello?
Where are you guys? You've got to get out here.
Maybe it
I
will.
saw the Phantom Horse last night.
Know what we saw last night? The inside of a motel room in St. Louis.
Tell me you're joking.
Our plane finally took off at 7 last night. We didn't call you because we wanted to surprise you. Only the next thing we knew, we were being diverted to St. Louis on account of bad weather. So the airline put us up at a motel. But when we came back to the airport this morning, guess what?
let's go for both. You're fogged in and it's got
You're fogged in,
mechanical
and your
problems.
plane's got more mechanical problems.
We're fogged in. I have never seen fog this thick. Visibility's 3 feet tops.
Ooh.
You can barely drive in this stuff, let alone land and take off. Let's change the subject. So you saw the Phantom Horse?
Last night, right after the campfire, this glowing horse appeared out of nowhere, then went galloping away. And right after that, the main pipe in the pump house sprang a leak. Another case of bad luck? I think not.
So while everyone's attention was on the horse, someone sabotaged the pump house. First the rattlesnakes, now this. Yikes.
So I'm curious what they have to say about that beaded handbag
I found an
found.
old beaded handbag that may have belonged to Francis Humber.
Was there anything in it?
No, but if it's the bag that Dirk mentioned in one of his love letters, it could hold some sort of clue.
What does it look like?
Well, there's a bird on it, but the beads have completely fallen off this one section. However, it does have the name of the manufacturer at the bottom. It was made by the Chicago Mercantile Company back in 1881.
That's one of the companies in my book. Is there anything else
So
on
this
it?
is gonna help.
Yeah, some kind of number. HB3941.
Maybe that's what bead pattern it is. There's a bunch of phone numbers in this book. Maybe we can track down the pattern for you.
That'd be great. Like I said, it could be pretty important. Especially if the part that's missing turns out to have something to do with flowers.
We'll get right on it.
Okay, so I was wrong. I guess having conversations with Bess and George, who are usually just there to like help you push stuff along as far as like getting some background information on things and building a bigger picture of the story, I guess this is actually going to help us progress in this game. So that's really interesting to me. I guess we're just going to keep asking. I'm not going to do how about hints, or I'm not sure what I should do next, because those are the usual hint dialogues, and I don't really want to deal with hints. Let's see. Charlena.
Have either of you two
Maybe
ever
that'll
read
help us talk
anything
to
by
her.
an author named Charlena Purcell? She writes romance novels that take place in the Old West.
That rules me out. I saw her on a talk show once. Seemed kind of full of herself. Why do you ask?
I had to call her in order to open this old trunk at Mary Yazzie's. She knows a lot about the people who used to live at Shadow Ranch.
I bet I know more about 19th century clothing design than she does.
All right, let's talk to her. I hope Nancy says something about how Dave was hitting
Have
on
I
her.
told you about the cowboys that work for the Raleighs?
No, and believe me, I've been meaning to ask.
Well, Dave Gregory, he's the foreman, and he's very
No,
cute,
Nancy,
Bess.
don't give him away to Bess. No.
Anyway,
He's
I caught
mine.
him secretly digging around in the cellar. He knows about Dirk Valentine's treasure, too.
What about the other cowboys?
Shorty the cook admitted that he's been checking out the area around Shadow Ranch for lost gold mines.
Has he found any?
He says no.
But if he's lying, and he found gold on the Raleigh's property, he could be sabotaging stuff at the ranch to chase off Aunt Bet and Uncle Ed so he can have all the gold for himself. Better keep an eye on him, Nancy.
That's it for now.
Have fun. Wish you were here. Kidding.
Okay, so we've talked to Bess and George. They're going to work on getting us the bag info, which I think is really handy. Daisy stitched, which is her favorite shawl. So I have a feeling that all of these different flowers are going to come into play at some point. Okay, so now that we have figured out how to start dealing with this shawl through Bess, I'm going to end the episode here. It's coming up on 30 minutes again. Hopefully in the next episode we're going to find the 10th and final arrowhead, as well as do the stitch puzzle, which I assume is going to involve the daisy stitch maybe? I don't know. Still really enjoying the game. I've only had 2 sticky episodes where I get a little bit stuck. But hey, making the old-fashioned phone calls seems to be the best way to get things done in this game if you get stuck. So, yeah. I hope you all have enjoyed this series. I thought I was close to the end in the last episode, but I guess we still have quite a bit of stuff to do. So, I will see you all in the next video. As always, you can check out the links to my socials in the description box down below. As always, I hope you all are enjoying your games, and I will see you in the next episode of Cluestomp.